Started off with a bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, you'll set it up.
Surfing on the web and I'm shooting at 3. I've been goated when I got my G. I'm an alien boy from a different planet, yeah. So I got my drink, I'm riding in the 1920s Model T Ford. Call her Era Lord. Call me Levi, playing on the keys, boy. And I'm about to put my gloves on. If I said it, then I meant that. Yeah, I like that one, I'm about to get that. Crash that whip for the drumsticks, whiplash. I'm about to get them all. Are you with that? In a white boat, surrounded by blue. I want one, but I got a cop too. I wanna fly high in the sky, arms out wide, trying to soar from a bird's eye view. I'm on fire, Ricky, Bobby, cracking the pavement, Whitney, Bobby. I'm a Saki bomb, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. Bruce Wayne been a dog, and I keep it 101, cause I'm feeling kinda spotty. You sipping on some rock, and I'm sipping on octane. The only thing around my neck is the
Started off with a
blockchain.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
NFT, Twitter, blockchain. Seeing with the ghosts and we ballin' like LeBron James. Crypto. We can make a trade, get the memo. Refuse not falling for the FOMO. Listening to Coffee with Captain. You know we worldwide, they loco. I ain't never gonna stop rapping. Orlando, yeah, we working magic. We rocking Ethereum entities. I just went and caught me a half base. Man, I gotta shout out
Started
the
off with a
40s.
bit, now I got coin. I see where y'all going. Been poppin' since Web 1, hella hopes on Web 2. I was living a dream, now I'm on Web 3. And it is what it seems, topping the pyramid schemes, I'm telling you. I'll sell you a percentage on Nebula. Shout out to Vince, he'll set it up.
Freaking the mood to choose one, but they got knowledge to move, son. I'm shocking in shades with my brother in suits. Yeah, them blues is coming. Even though it's hard to pick, eeny, miny, mo, soda on the mix, no biting lips, it's time to go. Index number 1, no thumbs up, you gotta scroll. Looking at the ghost in studio, it's time to go. I had a helmet on by myself until I met a mask that wanted to have a face off. So I had to bring my chainsaw, full tank of gas in the ride with my brakes off. I'm A1, but a different kind of steak sauce.
Jim, welcome to Coffee with Captain. I'm Cap. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Sorry for being a minute or two late there. Had an X update that took a little longer than normal to go through, and I didn't check it till 7:59. But that said, if you're planning to join the conversation today on stage, do me a favor and go to the App Store and download the current version of X. It can create some issues sometime if we're on different versions. That said, an update. It was. It's the best I've seen. Not to knocking on the wooden desk here, not to jinx it, but it is the best I have seen the algo in a while since I can remember, as far as my friends, people I follow, actually showing up in my feed. Not even the following feed, the For You feed this morning. All friends. No AI slop, no engagement farmers. Love to see it. I don't know what took them so long, because they said like, oh, we noticed our algo was broken and it wasn't identifying your friends or your mutuals, and it's like that was, I thought, well documented. Like it didn't just happen; it had been off for a while, and but I'm not complaining. It seems to be fixed, and that makes me very happy. So hopefully it's a sign of more to come. Hopefully they fix Space's discoverability at some point, but that's not been done yet. So if you are here and want to do us a solid, hit that like, that repost, that bookmark, all the above are greatly appreciated. It helps warm up the algo, helps others discover us and let them know we are alive, especially now that your friends might be seeing you. We probably have mutuals, and hoping things get warmed up is appreciated. I've also pinned up top the reminders for the rest of this week. Go hit those while we're getting things going here. And all the links are up top. So if you want to go watch the video on X or YouTube or Abstract, all those are pinned up top, along with the X audio spaces, if you're looking for a quick and easy way to hit that repost and bookmark. Speaking of getting, thanks, Joey, appreciate it. I usually do throw on sleeves. Speaking of scrambling a little bit for the show this morning, actually, I have a good excuse. I have a valid, but I usually put on sleeves. So my apologies for showing a little bit too much skin this morning. But thanks for the kind words. Appreciate it. I had a valid excuse as to why I was running late. I was Machiavelli. You'll be happy to know I was running around other side this morning. I was grabbing a few of those kits. They have, hey, you can go claim a free one, claim a free other side kit and some shorts. I think these are the first wearables on other side. I may be mistaken there, but I'm pretty sure it's the first actual wearables. Yes, there's a lot of avatars in there, but I think this is the first where you can purchase wearables and put them on your avatar. Pretty easy to do. You can go claim a free jersey or kit. I guess they call the jerseys kits. I think is the kit just the shirt, or is it the shirt and the shorts? Either way, whatever they're called, you can go get both. Actually, you can get a shirt for free. Actually, two. You can get two shirts for free, a white and a black, and then same thing on the shorts. So free white and a black shorts. So I did claim all four of those. And then in addition to that, I picked up let's see, what did I get? No offense to all my British fans, but I purchased the kits, the jerseys for Argentina, France, and Spain. And then I bought they had the kits for every team in the World Cup. You could buy them for 20 ape, or I don't know what that works out to USD. It's not much. Go ahead.
It was roughly about $2 to $3 when it started out. You know what I'm saying? I know ape is kind of back where it was, so it's roughly, I think, about anywhere between $250 per jersey. But Cap, this is the first of the wearable system.
It is the first. Okay.
Introducing. Yeah, it is. And then these collectibles won't be available again as well.
Yeah, it's so you got to get them before the 19th. They're only available through the 19th. I agree. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that went and bought the whole set just so they could have it. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing, but just bear with me here. Let's say, I mean, in the range of outcomes, fast forward a decade, and other side is the on-chain Fortnite. I know that's a crazy, audacious goal. That's what they're building towards. It's the on-chain Roblox. That's what they're building towards. If that happens, I know it's a big if. I know they may never escape the crypto natives. Success could also be like not millions of concurrent users. It might be 10,000 concurrent users, and maybe it never reaches those levels. Very, very, very big if. But if it does happen, if they reach their goals, it's like Pudgy Penguin has a goal to do $100 million in revenue this year. It's a big goal. I hope they hit it. It's a big reach to hit $100 million at this age of their startup for basically on consumer goods, on toys and merch. It's a lot, but it's a goal. So with other side's goal is to be the on-chain Roblox, the adult version of Roblox. If they accomplish their goal, I gotta imagine the first, yeah, you're right, 20 ape is $2.84. I have to imagine if you fast forward a decade and people are still playing another side, and if they have a fraction of the users of 10% of the users of Fortnite, I gotta imagine those first wearables go for more than $2.84. Just my guess. So anyways, no obligation to buy. Go claim the free ones if you're in there. It's silly not to claim the free ones. I went and picked up, I probably end up going to load up some more ape before the 19th. But for now, I grabbed the kits for France, Spain, and Argentina. And then I went ahead and grabbed an Argentina cap, a hat. The hats are 35 ape. I only had like 100 ape in my Glyph wallet. So that's what I could buy with the ape I had in there. But even, yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you go with the 4 finalists. And so part of my thinking there was not even completing the full set, but I'm speculating. I have no inside knowledge, no inside info, purely speculating that there might be a little perk, might be a little reward for whoever has the kit, maybe the full set, the shirt and the hat for whatever team wins. So I'm betting on probably
I
an
think that's good speculation, Cap.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not. Maybe they don't do anything, but it's like it cost me for the 108, it cost me $14 to go get 3 kits and a hat. I may after today's game, after today's game, if whoever wins, I might go buy that hat as well. I've already had both teams' kits, and if England happens, I mean, England's actually I think slightly favored against Argentina. World Cup odds.
I just think like you said, what you're saying is correct though. Like, let's say things do go as planned and we have a fraction of the thing, but like this is the first of a collector set. You know what I mean? They won't ever release. There'll never be another 2026 World Cup. There'll never ever be a first set of wearables in the other side for Voyagers, especially when it comes to kits.
And a lot of us.
So I would definitely.
A lot of us went and collected the F1 posters when those were free to claim. That's cool. If you collect the F1 posters, you're doing it wrong if you don't collect the first wearables on the other side. Just my opinion. No one else is saying this except Machiavelli and I. But and yeah, actually, England is a slight favorite over Argentina. But I think Argentina continues to get the Messi treatment, and they make sure Argentina wins. I'm kidding. I'm not a FIFA conspiracy theorist, but there's a lot of them out there. A lot of them think that Argentina is being gifted another finals. If that was the case, they probably would have had. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's all real, but I think I'm rooting for Spain today. I want to see Spain win. That's my heart. My head says France is going to win, so I bought both. I do think Argentina gets the better of England. I think England had like their moment against Norway. I think actually Norway was the better team. I think Norway wins if the ball doesn't hit the camera wire, if Sorloth passes it to Holland and doesn't have an ego or isn't selfish, and I don't know what. Just Norway had a bunch of like near misses, and there was a point in like I think the first half where they could have easily had, not easily, but they could have had 4 goals if little things go a different direction, hitting posts, that couple botched breakaways, like they oh, you're right, Dort. Is that so? Can you wear that today? We're wrong, Machiavelli. These kits are not the first wearable on the other side. Do you remember what the first wearable actually is? Dort got it.
Yes. Yeah, the first wearable was a set of bunny ears that they released for the Easter egg hunt.
Nope.
Oh, the helmet. Helmet, the Voyager helmet.
Yep, the winged helmet.
Yeah, the winged helmet. That's right. That is absolutely the first wearable. And you can actually wear that winged helmet now on the Voyager.
So you can.
It used to appear as its own avatar, like the kind of the first Voyager avatar with the wing helmet on it. Now it appears to be the helmet on the actual Voyager, so you can slap that helmet on the Voyager.
Pretty cool. What is that? I'm in OpenSea right now. What is that collection? Is it Other Side? How do I find?
Try Other Side Relic.
Other Side Relics. Yep, that's it. Other Side Relics. So the winged helm right now is, holy cow. So those bunny ears, this is like, I don't understand why the bunny ears are more expensive. I mean, maybe they're just less. There's only
like 10 sets of bunny ears that were awarded to the top 10 of the Easter egg hunt. So those are like some of the rarest, the rarest headset available right now.
Super rare. And yeah, I'm a little like, my jaw dropped when I saw the floor on those bunny ears is 0.2 ETH. And I'm like, oh, that's just listings. And then I see the last sale on one was someone accepted a WETH offer for 0.15. Like, this is, you can go pick up a winged helm right now for 0.0394, or a Spark Hoppers or a Rift Hoppers for 0.2 ETH is the 2 different sets of bunny ears. But again, there's only 10 of each of those. The winged helm has 2,222. So get the winged helm. So the bunny ears were part of an Easter egg hunt. The top 10 got those. To get the wing helmed, it was the first Other Side trip. I think it was the first Other Side trip where there was 4 different teams, and the winning team all got a winged helm dropped to them. I vividly remember Mrs. Dort. Jesus, not Mrs. Dort. Excuse me. My apologies. Mrs. Bark was on the winning team and got one of those winged helms. I was not on the winning team. I didn't participate, but was not on the winning team. and just some of the cool stuff they can do with other side. When you talk about on-chain gaming, I really do think they're doing it right. Like, if for no other reason, even if you don't believe in the thesis that I guess they're not the first wearables on other side, but it's an early wearable in other side, and we'll say it's the first shorts in other side you can go claim for free. It is the first jerseys, the first, like, the helmet to helmet, the ear, like the first, these wearables all go on your head. They're the first kit that's not a helmet that you in other side. Same thing for shorts and other side that are wearables. First outfit. There we go. Thanks, Dort. Appreciate the assist. No pun intended. A real assist there. So it's the first outfit you can wear on other side. You can go get the shorts for free. You can go get jerseys for free. There's 2 free ones on the jerseys, 2 free shorts. And if you want to buy your favorite, if you want an Argentina kit, you can buy the jerseys for 20 ape, which is like $2.84. And you can buy the hats. There's a hat for each of the 4 semifinal teams for $4.97. Call it $5. So if you wanted all 4 semifinalist hats, it's $20 or 140 ape. So anyways, that's what I was doing this morning. That's what got me a little late. And I said, oh shoot, Nikita updated the algo. I wonder if they did an update to the app, and they sure did. So GM to all the GMers, if you want to join us today, go update your X app in the Apple App Store. Yeah, those winged helms were 1 ETH at one point. 1K USD. Yeah, 1K USD. Market was also just silly. Like, let's be real. Like, someone the other day said, I don't remember who it was. Someone posted a ringers sold for like 60, like 14 grand. And like, man, how far these fall. That's crazy. It's wild. And I said, is it though? Is 14K for a JPEG crazy? Like, crazy that it's fallen that far? Or is it crazy that in 21, 22, it was quite literally a vertical line straight up to $400,000 or whatever it was? This was ringers we were talking about. That was crazy. Like, it was a bubble. Like, it was what it was. Like, things were extremely hype, way over speculated, way overbought, and we've corrected. And now things are like, oh, if you want a rare JPEG from 2021 from that era, you can go get one for 14, 15, 20 grand. It's still a hell of a lot of money. Like, 14K for a ringer is a lot of money. It was wild that it went straight up. Let me see if I can find it, because I want to share the chart. Yeah, CPI does drop here, and it's definitely dropping during the show. Is NCD? Can you let me? Thanks for the repost. Is it 8:30? The CPI drops, or 9:30? I think it's at the bottom of the hour. The close, Dobbins. Yeah, the close for all the kits, the jerseys for all the World Cup teams dropped a month ago. That you can mint them up until July 19th, and then they're done forever. What just recently dropped was you can go get a cap for each of the 4 semifinal teams. Those are 35 ape. But yeah, go claim your free kits. Again, I claimed my free kits, and I bought the jerseys for France, Spain, and Argentina, and then I bought an Argentina cap. So I think Messi's going to go back to back, and unfortunately, I think if he does win, I think Messi retires, at least from international play. I think he comes back to Miami, but I think he might be retiring from international play. Dude disagrees that CPI cannot fix crypto. CT is gambling on Robinhood, gambling with predicting, doing AI stuff, and collecting Pokemon. Not wrong. Not wrong. Speaking of collecting Pokemon, I saw, we talked a little bit about that Azuki TCG yesterday with Achilles. There's one of those alpha cards is listed for 10K on eBay. It didn't sell for 10K. The post I commented on this morning makes it appear as if it sold for 10K. that's what the one it sold for. So there's also some questions. Is it a real sale? Is it a wash sale? Because the same item sold for 2K and then again 5K yesterday on eBay. Some people that know a lot about eBay saying it looks like it might be some fake sales to pump eyeballs and price and volume. Maybe so. It is. I'm not saying it is or isn't. It did sell for 2K and then again for 5K yesterday, and now it's listed for 10K or best offer. But similar, if other side becomes the on-chain Roblox, I think those first wearables end up or first uniforms, thank you, end up mattering. I think. Oh, and right now it's just Voyagers that can wear them. It's not apes. Is that right, Dort? Are you speaking just about the winged helmets, or are you speaking about the kits as well?
The everything right now is currently only available for the Voyager.
Okay.
So the Voyager system is the first going out. Any and all other avatars and stuff like that, because like they will be introducing something like that later, you know. But right now it's focused on the flagship Voyager.
Makes sense, but that will change. Also, I guess got some alpha in the DMs. I'm not going to leak it. It'll go live around 9 a.m. I'm being told there might be an announcement around live. So we'll get some pretty big deal. Like, I see you out there. Congratulations. Not my place to break the news, but hell yeah. That's exciting. Exciting news. Exciting win for one of our Web3 builders, or one of the one of our Web3 building teams, or one of our teams building in Web3. I don't know. Didn't come out well, but hell yeah. Congratulations. Exciting stuff. And I will be sharing once you all share. I'm not gonna front run it. Appreciate you letting me know and give me the heads up. So I will be paying attention and be looking for that announcement around 9 o'clock. It's out there. It's in the wild. So if someone's a sleuth, you might be able to go find it. But no, it's not. It's not the OpenSea token. At least I don't think they didn't slide that one in. Although Mario / Frosties, I did share your take with the team over there. I think it's a good take. Mario Frosties this morning. Let me just pull it up so I get exactly what he said. If I could spell Frosties right, because while the X algo has been fixed, X search still sucks. Frosties had this to say. He did say his Robinhood experience turning $500 into $100. Congratulations. That's better than my perp experience. My perps experience was turning 5K into maybe like $50. I was good for a while, and then 1010 hit, and I've been chasing the dragon ever since. And yeah, I basically lit 5K on fire. Happens. It's part of the game we play here. It's still house money though, so I'm still in the black. Don't worry. It was a joke. Oh, the OpenSea token was a joke. I was gonna say, I think your post wasn't a joke. I mean, even if it was a joke, I think this is a good take. He says, with all the current Robinhood talk from OpenSea team members, C will have a Robinhood token. I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, I think C will be multi-chain, but I think they should launch on Robinhood. I think it's got more motion right now, more liquidity, more attention, more volume than does Base. Same thing, more than ETH mainnet tokens. Solana still is the token world, I guess, as far as trading and volume and attention and liquidity goes. But I view Solana as more of like pure memes. And I think of like ecosystem tokens, protocol tokens, utility tokens. Myself, I'd rather see them on ETH mainnet or an EVM. And I think Robinhood makes a lot of sense for all the reasons we talked about yesterday. The OpenSea is also probably one of the easiest places to trade Robinhood tokens right now. They were early to that, and they've clearly been leaning into it. So, yeah, I think it's a good take. Also, love the ape whale gifts. Did you make this or did you repurpose this from Ape Whale? Like, what a time to be alive. The fact that I'm guessing like this GIF was AI created. I have a real question. But it's not just the ape GIF and smart. It's the Bored Ape Yacht Club store in the background. The like just incredible stuff. What's the easiest way to create a GIF? Specifically from like an iPhone. I used to know how, and they've changed it, or I somehow lost that knowledge, which happens. This is Payne and I were talking over the show yesterday. Like I'm embracing that I'm aging. Like I feel good. I feel healthy. Grateful for that. Extremely grateful for my health. But some things that like not even like I forget stuff now, but like recovery sucks. Like if I've dealt with like tendonitis in my shoulder since high school, and it flares up every once in a while. And it used to be like, oh, it'd flare up and like I'd be fine by the next week. Now it's like a month later, I still like something like bench pressing, which isn't like I'm not even talking like shoulder pressing. It's just like the nagging injuries, and I don't even know like what I do to injure it. It's just like tendonitis just flares up and then it's like goes on for 4, 5, 6 weeks. When I eventually join the peptide bros, it's not going to be like I'm trying to be some bodybuilder, rather just for recovery. I want to be able to function like normal and not like a aging man. And I'm optimistic the peptides can help me bridge that gap. So GIF creation on Giphy native app from video. So Giphy app, and then I can turn a video into a GIF. Is that what you're saying, Diego? I just need the Giphy app. Okay, Dobbin says yes. All right, good to know. I think I might have had Giphy on my phone at one point, but one of the things I actually don't necessarily like about the iOS now is it offloads apps if you don't use it. Like, I don't even know what the timeline is like, but I feel like if you don't use an app for a month, it's off your phone. You got to re-download it again. Fortunately, most of them still keep your data and you don't got to re-log in and all that stuff. Yeah. Actually, I don't know how to upload something to YouTube. I'm sure I can figure it out, but I just go live. I just hit go live. And then all the shorts and stuff Payne takes care of. So yeah, I may struggle to upload something to YouTube. No, and it's not a silly question. Like I know it sounds ignorant how to make a GIF. Obviously, this is a simple, obvious answer, probably. Most of you are like, duh, Cap, go download Giphy app. I'm near certain you used to be able to do it natively with the iPhone Photos app. Like you could just long hold or click a button and create GIF. There is a shortcut. Because I actually had a conversation with Claude, or maybe it was ChatGPT. How do I create a GIF from the iPhone Photos app? And there's a way. It suggested like creating a shortcut and making like there is a native way into the iPhone how to create a GIF from your photo without having to have a Giphy app. Maybe I'm like really becoming a boomer and I can't figure out tech anymore, because it was like I attempted to do it a few times. I just couldn't get it to work. But there's absolutely 100% a way to do it native in the iPhone. You don't need another app like Giphy. That was my question. Like I know that I can go to like Giphy or I can't even think right now what the other big GIF site is. Like I know you can go to a website and create an app, Giphy or Tenor, ImFlip, IMG Flip. Like I'm aware of that, but my specific question was, and I should have clarified because I know it sounds really bad, Payne or Zane. My specific question though was,
it's funny you have this question, because I was having the same question a few weeks ago, and I just went on Claude and had it build me a way to just transition either videos into GIFs or photos into GIFs.
Did it tell you to do like the shortcut thing too?
No, not shortcut. I like built out something like a tool, like an app that I can just drag things into and it'll convert it for me.
How did you create the tool?
In Claude Code.
Okay. Interesting.
You can whip it up into an iPhone app if you want.
I mean,
I don't know if Giphy works. Like that's probably an easier solution, but
I'm
I
not the
thought it
only
was
one
fun to
here.
build. I thought it was fun to build. Like, and I was like, okay, I'll just have this also natively on my computer because even if Giphy works on your phone, I wanted something that I can like change to like meet Twitter specs because you can't have it be above 15
Yep.
MBs. Otherwise, it won't fit on Twitter, and it also needs to be like square and all that other stuff. So like there are different use cases for different things you need GIFs for. And like I wanted GIFs that were high res because I'm making art that is with GIFs. So like I just built my own tool that I could just do it high res.
I love
And
it.
also one that I could do it on Twitter.
I love it. What a time to be alive. And so a couple things on this topic. I'm not alone. Osiris says it took him about 2 minutes to figure out how to do this with Android. But when he had to teach his buddy on an iPhone, it took about 2 weeks. He's just kidding, but seriously, it is some type of Apple shortcut. So there is like a native way in the Apple phone to do it. And I attempted to do it with a few, and I hit the play button to where it should have worked. It just, at the end of the day, the GIF was not didn't appear in my camera roll. So I'm doing something wrong on the tech side, but I think there used to be an easier way to do it. Like you didn't have to go through the shortcut route that it tells you in iOS. You could just like long hold or something. That doesn't exist anymore. And maybe it was some Mandela effect that it never actually existed or it was on a different timeline. But I agree, Diego. Messi is the GOAT. He's gonna win. He's gonna win his second World Cup and then hang up the international cleats. Wait, I thought that was an AI image. Ilan and Adort picked up so at first I thought it was an AI image. Now that you say it's real, is this what Avi made? 3D printed? Is that right, Dort or Ilan? Is this, I didn't get one, but I think it was Avi made like 10 of these that he 3D printed. Pretty sweet. So between 3D printing and like non-devs, non-technical people, yeah, it was Avi's. Awesome. Pretty cool. Is there any left or do you sell it all 10 of them? Just a amazing time for makers, for doers, for creators, for builders.
I miss your spaces with Bunchu. Those were dope. He used to like whip up crazy things in the span of like 30 minutes.
I actually, true story. Bunch and I were texting this morning. When I say this morning, my first text to Bunch is at 4:40 a.m. I only do this when I see people, you go into iOS and you see that they have notifications silenced. If they have their notifications silenced, I'll text them when I'm just thinking of whatever. Usually at that time it's sitting in the sauna and I was listening to a podcast. I said, thought you might enjoy this one. And I said, also overdue for that catch-up call. I said, yes. So we're gonna chat this week. I will see if we can, I'll see if we can get Bunchu pinned down because we do, I can't speak for him, but I think we do want to continue. We had planned on doing, having him a regular guest to do This Week in AI and as a segment here on the show. And I'll see if we can, he got busy and picking a consistent day was tough. And so I'll see if we can get that pinned down to have lock in a reoccurring date for This Week in AI. And yeah, we will, and if Bunch can't do it every week, maybe we lock in the segment and we'll have Bunch some days. We'll see if Outer's feeling up to it to join us for she did a vibe coding session in the War Room and the Degen Discord, and it was awesome. It was really incredible. You know what? Not only is the algo working on the algo, my For You tab is the best it's been in years. Not even the following, just the For You tab. I also see a bunch of OG friends out in the audience. I haven't seen, I mean, usually every once in a while, but it's great to see so many out there this morning. Love to see it. Thank you, Nikita. I'm not, I will be a critic of his, but I'll give him credit when he does things well. And I think this was a big change. Also, I don't think I got into our proper intro, but appreciate all the early GMs out there. Blockmage, Mike Campbell, Osiris, Machiavelli, Web3 Warhead, Mario. Appreciate you all helping get things warmed up and smashing that like button over on YouTube goes a long way. So a few things I want to get into this morning beyond Xalgo and other side wearables. My I do need to figure out what time the CPI print hits. Oh, it is 8:30, so we just got it. Anyone? Let's. I'm afraid to check the charts. This might be a good time to I will pull up the. I'll pull up the CPI print, and as of now, it doesn't look like a big sell-off. So the market's looking. I mean, we didn't get a God candle, but there was no crazy. There wasn't also not a flash crash. So let's see. Not seeing any fresh articles. Maybe it's better to check on X to see if we got any hot takes on what it was. Anyways, let me here's the like high level bullet points items today. We'll touch on CPI print, whether we get a cool or a hot print. We apparently know right now, but I have not seen it yet. Can't find it. There was an overnight sell-off. Hormuz back in the headlines once again. Who knows what's going on with U.S.-Iran tensions, but it looks like we've recovered from the overnight sell-off. So maybe things are looking up. Altcoins kind of bleeding faster than the Bitcoin. We do have, I think, some bullish news coming. A lot of talk in macro stuff, red adjacent. The SEC is supposed to drop their regulation crypto package this month under Paul Atkins. He's not invoking the war on crypto, rather supporting it, and this should be a good thing. Clarity Act, who the hell knows whether that's actually going to happen or not, but clock is ticking on that one. But it does look like we get it does look like we get this regulation crypto, whatever that means. I think we do get it this month. So hopefully some things to get excited about there. 3.5 less. Oh, 3.5 was CPI, less than expected. Okay. We'll take that as a win. Thanks, Ellen. Appreciate you grabbing that. We'll probably come back to that. Let's do this. Let's knock out the other thing I want to talk about is ETH. I was chatting with Tyler from one of the co-founders of Good Vibes this morning. I will come back to that here. It was just like, is Robinhood bullish for ETH? My high level thought was, I think it's great for the L2 thesis. I think it's bullish for L2s, and I could see future brands launching an EVM L2 as opposed to trying to spin up their own chain. But I still think it's just too cheap for ETH. I don't know if the value accrual works. Like Arbitrum, we talked about, is making 10%, getting 10% of the Robinhood fees. I saw ETH made something like $600 in blob fees. Off all the volume they've done, they made $600. It's like, come on. You're too generous, Vitalik. But we'll get to that here in a bit. I'll share Tyler's response, and we'll chat about that a little bit. We do have this breaking news that's going to hit around 9 o'clock, maybe. No promises, but I think we might get some pretty exciting news around 9 o'clock. Exciting news for the space, especially seeing the crowd in the audience. I know several of you are fans, and I think you'll be excited about this announcement coming at 9. So don't go anywhere. Hang out at least till we talk about that announcement. And let's go ahead and knock out the market update, though, to set us up for we'll do a market update. We'll talk a little about CPI, and then if time permits before 9, we'll talk about is ETH too cheap for L2s briefly, and then we'll see what the 9 o'clock hour brings us if we do get breaking news here on the show. But this is the daily market update. We'll start with crypto, and then we'll talk a little bit about NFTs.
Coffee brewing. Yeah, the market's in play, charts on the screen. What the numbers gonna say? We got offer in the cup every single day. Coffee with Captain, market update on the way.
Alrighty, let's look at the charts, or at least the leaderboard. I mentioned we had a sell-off overnight. Didn't look good, but it's already rebounded. Bitcoin's up 1.32% on the day, up over 63K now, 63,364. ETH up 3%. The big winner on the day. Been a while since we said that. $1,800. I think it's been a while since we've seen $1,800 ETH. 1821 to be exact. BNB up 1.23% to 574. XRP up 1%. Solana up 0.4%. Hyperliquid finally a green day. Still down 10% on the week, but 0.42% up. Doge up 1%. And fairly green day across the board throughout the top 10, top 25. Near Protocol up almost 7%. Let's see in the top 100. I don't know why I get so frustrated when I see meme core. It just seems like the most manufactured token in all of crypto. If anyone is on the meme core team, I'd love to have them on the show. Like, what are you guys building? What are you doing? And explain to me why you have a $2 billion market cap. And while it's a green day and they're actually not, they're up today, they usually trade inverted to the market. So like usually on a day like today, they'd be down a couple percent, and on a red day, they'd be up a few percent. But yeah, meme core up 19%. That I don't have anything against them. I just, for some reason, my spidey senses tells me it's insanely manufactured, and they get a lot of manufactured pumps, but I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Curve up almost 10%, Injective up 7%, Near up 7%, Athena up 7%, Lighter. Did anyone follow my take yesterday? I did not. I said I was going to. I actually fully intended to open up a Lighter long yesterday because it was down on the day, despite the big news. And Payne and I actually even looked at the charts in the post-show wrap-up, and I got distracted, started doing something else, and just forgot to open the Lighter long, but it would have printed if I did. So GG's me. Uniswap we talked about yesterday as well. It's up another 4.69%. VVV up 4%. Polygon even up 3.5% of the day. So, and ETH up the 13th biggest gainer in the top 100. Love to see it. We don't see that every day, so we'll take the victory laps when we get them. And it seems, it's early, but it seems that the CPI print was received well by the markets. Not only crypto, the stock market needed it. It was I think been a pretty bloody day there. SpaceX down below their IPO price, if you've not been following that, which I'm not going to say I told you so, but was to be expected. I still should have longed it open and then opened the short after it pumped, but might be getting close to a point where I look to enter, although I'm probably like a month out. In my head, I think where my strategy was going into it, and I think still is the same, is wanted to want to wait until that there's massive unlocks coming in August. Over like a course of 10 days, there's a huge chunk getting unlocked. And so my thinking was that's when I want to go. That's when I want to enter. If we see a sell-off there, heading into those unlocks. I want to when the unlocks hit. If we do see a sell-off, if we see a dip, that's the dip I'll be buying. Probably late August. I may start DCA now. We'll see. NFTs. Blue Pets up 18%. Let me sort by volume though. Wrong chart to look at there. Apes flat 8.89, up slightly. Punks up 3%, 33, with ETH up 3%. That's a big move. Poyo. I'll give them credit. They did not use, they created something new. They did not use Robinhood Punks or Robinhood Apes or Robinhood Penguins, and they didn't use the bright fluorescent green background. So a little bit of originality here. I don't even know like how to describe the art. I've got it showed on screen here. I also don't know if I'm saying it right. Poyo. But a new Robinhood collection, 4,400. Did sell almost 75 ETH in volume in the last 24 hours. And let's just click. So floor price right now is 0.0229, and it minted for, what am I looking for? Minted for, I can't find mint details. Maybe I don't know. I thought I can usually find mint details on the OpenSea page, but I'm not seeing it. Anyways, new mint, it's up, so it must have been free or close to free. And yeah, congrats to all the mentors. We're actually showing flat, but it is up. And quite a few, 8,000 sales there. So 4,400 collection, 8,000 sales in the last day. Pudgies are flat at 4.4. Azuki down 2% to 0.9297. On-chain hoodies gave up their big part of their big pump. They're down 23% on the day to 0.041. Again, be careful whether it's Poyo, or on-chain hoodies, like the new stuff. A lot of these degen mints, they're going to go to zero. Few will win. 99% will go to zero. I'd put a big bet on on-chain punks, on-chain 8 or Robinhood punks. They're all going to zero. Like the low effort stuff that's just copy pasta, it's going to zero. If you want to trade it, I'm not going to hate the game. Just get in, get out. Don't. These are not things you want to vault. PixelNet is 0.3 floor, up 44% in the day. This is one we looked at yesterday. I don't get it. I have no idea what this is, but
I minted 3 of these.
What is it? Can you explain it?
It's Kim Asendorf's newest collection that he did in collaboration with Node Foundation. It's an extension of his Pixel series, which already have like a floor of like 5 ETH and 10 ETH. He released the Pixel pods at Art Basel Hong Kong, and Pixel Dex was his thing before that. And basically the cool thing about it is that each one is kind of dynamic, and the way that the piece looks depends on how much pixel you put into it. So if it has more pixel loaded up, it looks more intricate than if it has less pixel. Like if it has 0 pixel, it'll be nothing. The minimum though that you can buy at Node Foundation was $8, but all of the floor on this is 0.3 ETH. So if you bought something for $8 at Node Foundation, then you could sell it for whatever the WETH is. That's like 0.24.
Wow. Do you have to mint these at Node Foundation?
You had to be there in person. I'm in New York. I wasn't able to go there in person, but a collector of mine went, and I got them VIP, so they minted me a few, and they got some for themselves.
Very
so
cool.
It was a great collab effort, but it was interesting that they made them do it in person. I think there's a limited supply of I don't even want to guess. It's like a limited supply of pixel that they're dropping with this collection. I don't know how much pixel in general that they're going to release over time, but this is a cool drop, and you can literally, as I said, get it for as little as $8, and people were allowed to get as much as like $2,000 loaded up of pixel onto it, but now I think they're limiting how much. And also Node Foundation in Palo Alto is not open during the week, so all this stuff is going to cook this week. In the meantime, it's going to open, I don't think, either Thursday night or Friday. I don't remember the schedule.
I love it. So if you're not familiar, Node Foundation, it's a physical location in Palo Alto. The Node Foundation is the owner of the Punks IP, the one that bought CryptoPunks from Yuga. They've done Beeple collaborations. They did the Node Foundation Beeple cards that were cooks. And explain Pixels though. What is Pixel?
As I said, Pixel is Kim Asendorf, a really dope generative and I'd say it's code-based artist. His different collections are from the Pixel series. So he has one collection called Pixel Pod, one collection called Pixel Dex, and they all are loaded up with this token that you can't really buy or sell called Pixel, but you could sell the NFTs that have Pixel on it. So like if your NFT has more Pixel on it, theoretically it's worth more. And you can see that reflected in how they trade, like ones that have more Pixel do sell for more than ones that have less Pixel. So it's cool that they basically let people come in for an $8 entry fee if they wanted to.
You can't buy Pixel. You have to get it in an NFT. Like this one here has 25,000 pixels loaded in it.
Correct.
Interesting.
And a little alpha on if you're trying to play this Pixel net situation. I don't know if it's a buy or a sell, because as I said, like some people got it for $8 and are like, they don't know how to sell, but once they figure out that it's worth $500, are gonna figure out how to sell. So like, I don't know the math on how many were sold this weekend and all that other stuff. That said, it is relatively limited because like you had to be in Palo Alto in California this weekend in order to get it, and like the lines were insane. So like there is a limiting factor, and as I said, it's limiting overall. It's Kim's newest collection. The art is really dope.
The art is dope.
So the alpha that I was going to say though is that the pieces right now are trading, ones that have 20,000 pixel are trading the same as like ones that have like 4,000 pixel. So if you're thinking about getting into the collection, look for ones that have more pixel if they're around the same price, because that's obviously better value
Yep.
if it has more pixel.
So it makes more sense. Like yesterday when I looked at this, I didn't click through. I will say, like, I think the thumbnail is doing him doing the collection, doing the art an injustice. Because I thought it was like, oh, is this like another, like some sort of like new twist on like loot?
Well,
where
it can't really have a thumbnail because I think it loads
it's dynamic.
Dynamic, like in real time or something like that. So they couldn't really do a thumbnail. But yeah, I agree. Like
I thought this was the
I
art.
was thinking that the art on the thumbnail is not as cool as the art when you click into it. When you click into it, it's next level, and each one is unique. So
even a still image,
a kid piece for that is dope.
Yeah, it is, especially for $8. Like it's really cool, and to think like how it's dynamic, like the art goes into it. Like
I'm thinking about, is it even mathematically worth it for me to sell the 3 that I have and then fly out to Palo Alto and try to figure out if I can get another few? But
sell the 3 to fund your flight. Like I genuinely, like the art is something like I would put this on a digital display. Like it is
but
pretty
I'm
cool.
saying I like
art.
the art a lot. That's why I don't want to sell it. That's why I'm like, I'll probably just stay in New York and keep them.
Hard to
they're cool.
Hard to turn down $8 into 500 though. As someone who plays a lot of like DFS and daily fantasy sports, where I'm trying to turn $3 into 1,000 every day, which is very, 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 very hard. Yeah, turning 8 into 500 is a big dub. But yeah, the art is super cool after clicking through and understanding. Thanks you for explaining it, because that's very helpful. And to Imlo's point, you can see here the floor goes from 0.3, 0.32, 0.329, 0.33, 0.33. But like, don't go buy this one unless you like absolutely love this art, which I don't know, it's like a box. It's okay, but it's definitely not, in my opinion, not the best art on the floor. It also has only 4,000 pixel, whereas these two that are less expensive have 10,000 pixel. If you go a little further, here's one with 25,000 pixel. Here's two with 50,000 pixel. If you go up to 0.4, there's 3 listed that have 50,000 pixel loaded in. So unless you really love the art, don't buy the one that's got 12,500 pixel for 0.45. Buy one of the ones with 50,000 pixel for 0.4. Or just buy the.
My other thing is, I would maybe even reach out to Eli and see if he can get Kim on the show to talk about it, because Kim's doing this for like a month residency at Node. So
cool.
He'll probably have time over the next course of the month.
I am a big fan of the immersive, interactive, in real life. So you got to be there physically to get an NFT. Like this to me is one of the great ways, one of the beautiful ways to merge physical in the digital realm. Like this is sweet. I don't know if for those of you who are not on video, like I've got a few of them pulled up here. One of these that has 50,000, it's owned by Ruin the Game. Like this is really cool. I think it's really cool digital art. Somebody, it's simplistic. Like I don't think so. Like it's I don't know. Like I do want to get Kim on if we can, because it is. I'm curious. Like what's how did you create this? Like is the person who's buying it and minting it for $8, other than determining how many pixels are going into it? Like are they doing something that creates the art? Are they involved in the creation of this, or is it just random? Do you know that, Imlo? Like, are you just clicking a mint button and you get what you get?
It's directly related to how much pixels in each one. Like, I don't know about the shape or whatever, but I think the level of detail has to do with how many pixels are in it.
Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I'm a fan, and
wow. The other thing is that as people, like, it hasn't even hit the news cycle. It hasn't even hit this is probably the first space that's like really talking about it, besides like the art focused spaces, in the sense that like it hasn't even hit the degen cycle. Once people from San Francisco who are not even NFT related start figuring out that they can camp out and turn $8 into 500 or more, like that's when it really starts getting a little crazy. Because it happened with the Beeple cards also. Like I was able to buy 10, 20 packs the first day that they were out, because no one was really buying them that day. And then a few days later, once they started reselling on eBay, is when they started like going like crazy. Yeah,
you couldn't. I tried a few times and couldn't. They were instant sold out, or they were. I never had a chance. I was trying to buy them after first time I saw it on eBay, and I struck out. Didn't get any. But I really do like the I think what a brilliant model for Node Foundation as well. Like, Mike, could this possibly be the future of like the gallery model? Like a way to exhibit art and create new art is it's low supply, in demand stuff. You can get it for, you know, like to think of like you're going to go buy an acclaimed artist piece of work for $8. It just doesn't happen unless it's a print. And even that, like some of your you know, your really acclaimed artists, you're not getting a print for $8. Like this is a way to, and because royalties are a thing, they can not necessarily give away, but quote unquote sell their art in limited runs, and you just create such demand. Like, what other art gallery has a line of people waiting to get in?
And what I think is cool is that it's a foundation. It's not even a gallery. So like all their overhead, all that other stuff is covered theoretically by Mickey Malka / Canvas / that collective. But I mean, they're profitable. I think honestly, like
I would think so at this
that
point.
piece to Adam a few weeks ago, that People piece for over 100K, and they've been selling like merch and all that other stuff. So I don't know. I think like if it's not profitable, it's definitely more profitable than some of these other quote unquote not like these for-profit galleries. I think they're doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think drops and things like that.
I think they absolutely could be profitable if it just depends on like how much are they giving to the artist. Like if it was a for-profit enterprise, if they had to be profitable, they would be.
I remember reading somewhere that Kim is getting most of this. Maybe he's choosing to give some back to the foundation, but I'm pretty sure you're right that the artist is keeping a majority of the amount. But I guess maybe that's why people ended up donating that piece to Node at the end, which they then auctioned off. So I really have no idea how the artist thing is set up with that, but I know that it's a nonprofit and that like that they're doing great work in terms of like evangelizing NFTs to people in the tech world in Palo Alto. And I went there for the Punk debut, which was Node's opening debut, and it was really, really dope. And I think that like experiences like that and experiences like people in Charleston, and I mean, like, I don't know, I think IRL is definitely the alpha to unlocking some of the digital experiences as well, because it's very hard to get people onboarded otherwise unless you have something like a pandemic.
Wholeheartedly agree. And also worth noting how like we really are fortunate that we have so many good stewards of the space between Node Foundation, Mickey and everyone there, Beeple, Adam, like that are very philanthropic in their approach to the space. I don't know, that may not be the best way to put it, but it just seems, at least I know I'm not deep in the traditional art space. I'm not, but my impression is it's almost, it seems to me that it's like the polar opposite. It seems like it's almost inverted. Like it's much more accessible, I feel, but yet it without it being dilutive or I don't know. I need to put some more thought to it. There's something here in my head. It's coming to me live. And
I think there have always been benefactors in art, patrons since the Medici's in like the Renaissance in Italy. That said, there is a special community aspect and element in Web3, and the benefactors we have in our space, like we're definitely blessed to have them. All those people you mentioned, and there are many more like giants that like whose like shoulders we stand on top of. And yeah, I think like in general, it's great that we have great stewards, and I also like seeing collaborations between people like Punks and Node and people in Node, and then Kim. Like it's kind of they're kind of loosening up Node to then bring in some smaller artists as well, more emerging artists that then can tack on to the Beeple and the Punk and all that other stuff. But because it's a foundation and because it's all non-for-profit, everyone is kind of there with one goal of like stewarding art.
Maybe, I mean, you're far more educated and deeper into the trad art space than I am, Lo. Is it? You're right. There has always been stewards. There's been benefactors in art. I think maybe as I try to put my thoughts together here, I think maybe one of the big differences is historically those benefactors like supported a handful of artists, whereas I feel the Mickeys, the Adams, the Beeples of the world, and there's several, right? Not just Cosmo. There's several quote unquote benefactors here that I feel they at least attempt, and I think they are doing it, supporting more artists than what you see like in the traditional world in terms of, benefactor might support.
One thing I was thinking of the other day is that I definitely own more art in my pocket than like most mid-tier museums, just in terms of like sheer volume. And like, that's not a humble brag. That's like, just digital art makes it so much easier to transact with art. And like, yeah, I have stuff that's worth zero, but if you're talking about number of pieces, like there are museums that have only a few hundred or a few thousand artifacts or pieces or whatever in it, because that's all that's relevant to that.
I feel it's not just that the benefactors are supporting the artist. I feel they also, in a kind of a roundabout way, they support the collectors as well. Like they enable things like this, right? Where you can go, if you're there in person, you can go pick up a piece for $8 and sell it for $500. If you were at Miami Art Basel, you could have hung out at the Beeple booth and collected an NFT, a print that you could claim an NFT that a dog pooped out, a robot dog, and then sold it for 10 grand. Like, I don't know as if that sort of
18
Yeah, I'm about
grand.
to say, Imlo actually sold his, didn't you, Imlo?
18 grand. Big dub. Love to see it. But am I wrong? Like that didn't, like that sort of stuff that hasn't necessarily existed in the trad art space. Yes, benefactors supported artists and helped artists get their start. I don't know as if the benefactors in the trad art space necessarily cared about collectors winning as much as they do in crypto and Web3 and digital art. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, 100%. I think, like, as I said, the community aspect here is unlike any other space I've ever seen.
And it's not just
like what keeps me still involved in the space, and why I think over time more people are going to come to this space, just because of the community that we're building online. And as people are drifting online more and more, I mean, people spend most of their time online these days. So
absolutely. And it's not just oh, they help the collectors go pick up a piece for $8 they could sell for $500. Like, that's one. They make art. Like Beeple, when I first found Beeple, when I first got into space, I was entering $1 raffles on Nifty Gateway to win a Beeple. I didn't win one, but it was possible. I don't know if that was really ever possible, maybe besides some rare, event or something, but I don't think it was a regular thing for artists to do in the trad art space, where maybe it's not regular here, but it was very much a thing in the early days of Beeple was doing $1 raffles on his everydays. Pretty cool. Making art accessible, like valuable art accessible to people just getting started, people building their collections. Beyond that, what the space enables is artists to reward their existing collectors because they can see it on chain. Like, you go buy a piece of art, hang on your wall. That artist has no idea you own that piece. Maybe you met him at the gallery, you spoke to him, you bought him, and you go to their monthly meetup. Like, yeah, it's possible, but it's not scalable. Whereas here, it's not only possible, it's relatively easy to know who your collectors are, to reward your collectors. And yeah, I know most of you, I don't need to be beating the bull drum and explaining why digital art is great, why NFTs are great, but I agree with him, Lo. It's like this stuff, it is not knocking. I appreciate physical art. I have it on my walls, but putting it on chain, it just unlocks things. It enables things that you just can't do in the physical realm, and makes it a better experience, better user experience, better collector experience. It enables the artist and the benefactors, the foundations to do more. And for all that to be said, it's not going anywhere. Let me do this. I'm going to finish the market update. We'll talk a little bit about this whole, is ETH, are they underpricing their services for these L2s? And maybe get back into the CPI conversation. Although I still have yet to see like a good take on the timeline. The algo is working too good. The algo is not feeding me any engagement farmy stuff. It is Kabasi letter came through. Here we go. U.S. stock market futures surge as CPI inflation posts its largest monthly decline since April of 2020. So not only, Ilan, thank you for sharing, not only was CPI lower than expected, it was the largest decline since April of 2020. And futures are ripping. So crypto is recovered from the overnight lows. Maybe we get a real pump today. ETH is up. When I looked at the market update, ETH was up 3%. It's now already up 5%. So yeah, it's kind of ripping. Not full on. We're approaching God candle levels here. It's a good. The 1 day chart looks pretty good. So went from 1791 at 810 to right now after that CPI print, it's up to 1859. Going back. It's bottom in. Was Ansem right? People are asking. Was Ansem right? For once. Not for once. He was right with Solana, but he was wrong a lot during the last couple of years. But he might have nailed this one. The alpha, let me see. I might be able to leak this alpha. Diego, you're gonna love the alpha, Diego. That's my hint. Let me see if I get. I don't want to leak it. They shared in confidence in the DMs. Let me just go look and make sure I'm not sharing my screen. I don't want to give it away. Not out yet. Not out yet. So it's out. Like the alpha is out. It's just not been officially announced by the team yet. But you can find it. If you want to look hard enough, you can. You wouldn't be looking in your usual space, but you can absolutely find the. You can find the alpha. I'm checking to see. So I'll have it ready to share on screen once they make the announcement. But Diego, you're going to love it. That's all I can say for now. I'm debating on. I need to change topics because otherwise I'm just going to give too many clues and I'm going to out something that pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. I just like I got chills. Like I am actually legitimately pumped for some friends, and it's not a bag bias. Some of you probably have already connected the dots because I don't. I'm just gonna wait. We're. Is it about a listing? It's kind of about a listing, not exactly, but it is a big win for one of the teams doing things right here in crypto. One of the teams that is doing NFTs right. It's a big win for NFTs, and yeah, we will definitely be talking about it soon. I will see. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to DM them back and ask, hey, if you don't have the announcement out by 10 o'clock, can I talk about it? I'm under press embargo. Diego asked, Solana NFTs coming to OpenSea? Not yet, but you're getting warm. You're getting warm. Ooh, someone is on fire in the chat. That's all I can say. I'm not even gonna like it. I gotta like all the posts now, so you don't. Yeah, someone in the chat who may have some inside info just nailed it. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. Soon, I'm betting we see an announcement really soon from the official account, and then I promise I will share. But I'm just gonna say I'm pumped for some friends. Let's have this other conversation. The one about is ETH underpriced. Now I'm nervous. Because I have a tab open. And I don't want to share it yet. So let me pull it up into a new browser, a new window, so I don't accidentally share. Let's chat about this. I'll stall. We'll talk about dorky stuff like is ETH underpriced. So this is a conversation I alluded to earlier. Tyler, CEO, founder, or I actually don't know if he's a founder. Do Chris and Tyler have official titles? Like, is one considered CEO and the other COO, or are they both just co-founders and they just do whatever it takes? Anyways, it's not important. I mean, it is important, but it's not relative to this conversation. So Tyler says, honestly, what's happening with Robinhood is so bullish for ETH, the ticker ETH. Maybe the ETH pump this morning has nothing to do with CPI, but ETH pump it's getting the coffee with Captain Pump and the Tyler pump. He called it 19 hours ago. All you had to do was long ETH on Tyler's post here, and you'd be up big this morning, all because of the coffee with Captain Pump. It has nothing to do with CPI. Its lowest decline since 2020. He says the fundamentals behind ETH just keep getting better and better. This is what the thesis always was: infrastructure. When stocks, treasuries, and dollars move on chain, they need a settlement layer, and Ethereum is it. The best rail that works at this scale. Every institution is landing in the same place. Everything moves on chain. Ethereum is where it settles, inevitable. So I asked, can you expand on this a little bit? Because I agree, it is great for the L2 thesis. And we'll see more, I disregard my text. We'll see more brands. It doesn't even make any sense. I wasn't thinking. 6:38 this morning. Launching, we'll see more of them. Okay, now it makes sense. Just proper punctuation matters. We'll see more brands launch L2s, EVM L2s, than we will see them launch their own L1s. That's what I was trying to say. But I still struggle to understand the fee structure. I think ETH has made it too cheap. Like Arbitrum is getting 10% of fees on Robinhood chain. But ETH is making, I saw they made something like $600 in blob fees from Robinhood. So he responds, yes, the fee numbers are small, but fees weren't the main point. It's demand for the asset itself. I think blobs being cheap is good. It's the flag plant on distribution. Cheap blobs are customer acquisition, and they reprice at scale since they are auctions. Otherwise, Robinhood and others build elsewhere. Fair. So I'm still attempting to reconcile. It's bullish for ETH the ticker, for the value accrual of ETH the token long term, even though it's underpriced, it's too cheap today. By being too cheap, why would you build your own chain? Like it's like these businesses. I'm not 6'7". Sorry, I gotta scales of balance that doesn't look like 6'7". Man, it threw me for a loop. I saw myself on stream doing the 6'7", inadvertently doing 6'7", and I started sweating. It's why, like, these businesses, these for-profit businesses, these publicly traded companies like Coinbase, like Robinhood, they have a lot of bean counters. They have accountants, they have CFOs, they have people that are doing the math. Do we go build our own chain and spend 7 figures a year maintaining our own chain? Or do we launch an L2? Even taking it a step further, do we build on Arbitrum stack, or we build on Optimism stack? And if blobs were more expensive, then it becomes a more challenging math problem. Right now, I've not done this, so I'm not sitting in those boardrooms. I don't have any insight. But from my perception, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, you'd have to have a really good reason to go launch your own L1 as opposed to spinning up an L2 that's faster, it's cheaper, it just works. ETH has never been down. These L2s are proven by now. Like Optimism and Arbitrum, they didn't just start, and they both have now a massive case study. When someone's questioning, oh, is it good enough for us? Well, it's good enough for Robinhood. It's good enough for Coinbase, both of which easily could have launched their own chains, but they chose to go this route instead because from a financial standpoint, it's less expensive. And you're getting arguably just as good or better tech than if they were to spin up their own chain. So long-term, I think it's a long-term at scale, assuming this plays out and we go from having today 2 centralized exchanges having L2s that are EVM to fast forward a decade. And then you've got the Texas Stock Exchange on chain that happens to be an ETH L2. You've got, Grand Theft Auto chain that's an ETH L2. And you go from having, and I know there's more than 2 L2s today, but let's say there's 100 L2s today. I don't even know the number. We go from having 100 L2s to 10,000 L2s. Now all of a sudden, it's okay to make $600 in blob fees off each chain, because then you're really seeing that value accrual back to ETH, the token. Back to Tyler's response here. Otherwise, Robinhood and others build elsewhere. He's probably right. If it's too expensive, so it's a balancing act. This is better than the 6-7, right? It's a balancing act. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop making hand gestures. Gas, base pair, collateral, all run on ETH. People need to hold and use the asset. Do they though? Like, do you? It's a genuine question. I'm not trying to be smart. Like, do you actually need to hold ETH to do anything on Robinhood chain or base? I mean, I guess you do. There's still gas. ETH is the native gas token. It's just so small. Like you could load, you could load your, I went from doing 6-7 to tossing the pizza dough. You could, chat's throwing me for a loop. You could do your, completely lost my train of thought on that one. Thanks, 3-2 Dream Me. You could load like 0.1 ETH on Robinhood or Base and transact for, like, no joke, for most people, they could transact for years without having to ever run out of gas. Like, it is insanely inexpensive, especially coming from, relative to the world where we came from, where we were paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in gas just to mint things back in the mania on ETH mainnet. ETH mainnet gas is insanely cheap. Like, most often now, the GUI is below 1. Like right now, at this very moment, base fee is 0.4 GUI. I'm old enough to remember 400 GUI, 4,000 GUI. Like, things got crazy. ETH has gotten so much more efficient. DL2s are, I don't know exactly, let's just say 10x more efficient and more affordable. So it's like the tech has come we were talking about how far AI has come in the past year. Blockchain tech has come insanely far in the past year or 2 or 3 from a cost standpoint. Like, what you can do on chain for next to nothing. Like, you now can build applications. You can build websites that are fully on chain that look and feel to the end user like it's Web 2. It is infinitely better from where it once was. He goes on to say gas, base pair, collateral, all runs on ETH. People need to hold and use the asset. The dollar isn't valuable because Fed wire charges fees. What I meant was everything tokenizes, every institution runs the same diligence, most secure, neutral, and where the liquidity and tokenized assets already live, they all land on Ethereum, directly or indirectly by way of an L2. Or I know they don't call Robinhood and Base an L3, but it's their L. And someone smarter than me needs to explain that to me in layman's terms. Why we don't call it L3? Why? Because they're using an L2 stack, Superchain or Orbit, I believe, are what they call them. Where is it like an L2 side chain? I don't know. It's technical. It doesn't matter. Base and Robinhood both built off of the tech stack from another prominent L2. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, every one of them needs ETH to operate. It's the demand that compounds. And that's it. Yeah, so it does, as this thing scales over the next decade, and this, if we believe everything ends up on chain, I agree absolutely with the thesis. So maybe I'm in the wrong in thinking it's underpriced right now, because if it was much more expensive, they would just go build their own chain. They price it to make it almost a no-brainer from a financial standpoint, because people do want, what's the most secure? What's neutral? Where's the liquidity? Where do the tokenized assets already live? Excuse me. ETH. No offense to the Solana bros. No offense to, I mean, I guess there's not even like BNB, I guess. No offense to Mega ETH or any of the other new chains. It's at the end of the day, yeah, Solana has tokenized stocks. I challenge all of you. Can you name me one Solana L2 or or another business that built their own chain on the Solana tech stack or the Solana infrastructure.
Sonic was the only one.
Sonic? So he said Sonic?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. Sonic. I think that was the only one that I know of.
I searched Sonic chain and it gives me Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they use Sonic. They absolutely use Sonic the Hedgehog as their logo as well.
Well, it gave me like Sonic the Hedgehog chains, like a that you wear around your neck. That's what it thought I was searching for.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I need to go. I remember they had a token launch and everything.
It's a good call out. Thank you because you're educating me. I didn't realize Solana or Sonic launched on. I remember seeing the name Sonic.
Yeah, they use their tech stack, and they were supposed to do gaming and stuff like that.
But they're saying like they're what Sonic Labs. It says it's an EVM chain. So Sonic is the highest performing EVM L1.
So it's EVM.
Yep, that's what Sonic Labs says.
God, there was a Sonic that was on using the Solana tech stack. Let me go. I'm gonna go searching. My bad.
I still get. I mean, I've been in this space over 5 years. I still get confused, and like it's been explained to me. I've gotten the highway analogy. I still get confused between an L2, an L3, a side chain, an EVM L1. Like what makes an EVM L1 different than a L2? I genuinely don't know the answer. Like it's. All I know is they all leverage Ethereum's infrastructure, but how they do it is all slightly different. And I should be able to explain it now. And I've had it explained to me multiple times. It's just nothing. The highway example, and this is like a highway, and this is like an off ramp, and this is like an overpass. It's like it's not. It just doesn't land.
Yeah,
for
Cap,
me.
I found it. Sonic SVM, a Solana virtual machine network focused on gaming and applications. That's what it was called. Sonic SVM.
So is that different? Is that different than Sonic Labs?
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah, Sonic SVM you're right. So to further confuse things,
I felt like I got rugged, but like
no, you're right. Yeah, two different chains. One is a Solana L2, I guess. The other is a EVM L1, whatever that means. Both named Sonic. Yeah, we are from logos to actual exact same names. We are a industry that loves to copy paste.
Isn't it crazy?
It is crazy, man.
It's crazy.
Like I don't know who came first. I don't care. It's not that important. It's not that deep. But come on, whoever came second, you couldn't think a little harder and come up with a name that isn't exactly the same as another blockchain.
But we're on Ethereum. But we're on Solana.
It's called the Hypergrid stack. I don't know if that's a Sonic SVM or a Solana thing. Yeah. So there's one. I guess not to say Machiavelli was wrong. You're absolutely right. Thank you for sharing. My question would be, can you think of like a big Web2 brand like a Robinhood, like a Base that has launched a Solana SVM?
Sonic the Hedgehog, because they actually had the fucking rights to use Sonic and even the other characters on their chain.
Okay.
Like Sega really licensed it to them. I remember it being a big deal. We did spaces. I was working marketing for Solana at that time.
All right. Zonko says a lot of things coming together slowly, then somehow all at once. I'm not like, this is no exaggeration. I think the CPI print today could end up being like, you draw a line and like this. Maybe not. Maybe we're back bleeding tomorrow and you can all laugh at me for being the perma optimist. But there's so much going for the industry right now. We just need peace in the Middle East. We need macro to chill out for a bit. Inflation being the largest decline since April 22. That's a big deal. Like it's not just below expectations. No offense, Ilan. Thank you very much for sharing. But the lowest we've had since the pandemic, like hard to believe that was 6 years ago too, by the way. Sheesh. So I'm going to jump around here a little bit, but I want to hit on these things because we were shouting out Avi's skulls, the 3D printed skulls, ape skull. He says he's been working on techniques to improve quality even more over the past few weeks. Had a failed print last night on skull 9, drying filament for the next 12 hours and trying again. Dor says the skull work is divine. Great idea for the collectible. I wonder if there's a Mac version with drippiness that's even doable. So the techniques I was working on were specifically to make it possible to print the Mac skull. It's absolutely coming next. We'll start taking orders at the beginning of August. Awesome. So Dor says like a 3D printed clear layer of green slime on a skull somehow would be insane. What about mini versions like NFL mini helmets? He says mini versions are easy to do, but it's so much more impressive when they are big. My new printer allows me to make skulls more than 50% larger than what I did in the first drop. Really, I just need an order from Yuga for Ape Fest. I agree. Yuga, go support Avi. Not just Avi, but like, while I do, by the way, there's a new raffle. I'll go grab that and pin it up top. And I love what they're doing with this series. I love that they're doing these collaborations with like prolific artists and creators that are known outside of Web3. I think that's absolutely the right path. Sharing feedback. I love it. I'm going to go enter this raffle and I hope I get one of these soccer balls. I'll pin it up top and I'll pull it up on screen here in a second. At the same time, I think this is an and type conversation. Keep doing that stuff. Keep doing the collabs with known established artists, creators, apparel brands, from Bape to King Saladin. I do, like, I truly am a fan. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I think this is a way for us to grow our audience, grow our community, grow collectors. Like I think this, I almost shared the leak. I'm not supposed to. I almost shared the wrong tab. So King Saladin just dropped an exclusive World Cup ball. There's only 100 pieces. His stuff goes for a pretty penny. It is in demand, and a limited supply of only 100 will probably cook. Like I'm going to enter the raffle, and if I get one, I'm going to keep the ball and I'm going to display it. It'll go next to my Bored Ape Yacht Club basketball. Actually, if anyone gets the soccer ball and you want a Bored Ape Yacht Club basketball, I'll trade you. I've got 2 basketballs. I'll trade you a basketball for a soccer ball, football. Anyways, they reserve 5 for the Bored Ape Yacht Club community. Awesome. Thank you very much. We talk about alignment, rewarding your holders, rewarding your existing community. So they did a collaboration, and now you've got, I mean, the World Cup's huge. Like, these collectibles are popping off, and it's not free. I'm not expecting free stuff. But when they do these collaborations, I love that they're thinking ahead. Like, hey, the next time you do a limited run, like the soccer ball, whether he knew it at the time or not, we'd like set 5% of the supply back for our community. Like, this is great. This is awesome. This raffle, by the way, it ends tomorrow at noon. So if you go enter the raffle now, I don't know the price of the ball, but
250 USD.
Are you sure? That's a guess.
No, that's 100%.
Okay. I was going to guess $200. So 250. These things probably, I don't know it for a fact, but it's probably an easy 2x. Like, they probably, only 100 of them, they probably sell for, because it's also the World Cup, they probably sell for $500 on the secondary market, is my guess. So rewarding holders, you get a chance to collect some piece that you probably wouldn't get one if you don't win the raffle. I don't know how he's selling the other 95, but I'll see if I can find out. So my point is, I love this sort of stuff. I love that they're collaborating with creators and artists. 2 things. One, it's those collaborations, it brings more eyeballs on, in this case, the Bored Ape Yacht Club. It also brings more creators into our world, into digital art, into the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Go check out, if you're not familiar with King Saladin. I hope I'm saying his name right. Go check him out on Instagram. You can see he's done major collaborations, not just with FIFA, but with almost every major sport, from just in his bio, Tops, MLB The Show, Mercedes, NFL, Beats by Dre, Lexus, Champion. He's done a lot of big collaborations, and his stuff is pretty high in demand. And then you get he is sharing the Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff. The image with the sailboat, which is the flag. Create your inner ape, like 590 likes, 55 comments. Like I think he's got 120,000 followers. Like I think this is a great way to continue to do collaborations, continue to drive alignment, continue to reward your existing collectors. At the same time, the and is put a big order in with Avi. I mean, it's still going to be a limited run. And I can almost guarantee you, if Yuga goes and buys, I don't know, 100 of these skulls, I would be shocked if 100 don't sell out of a community that's 5,000 plus. Machiavelli, do you happen to know the current count of unique holders between Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutants? Ballpark?
I do not. I don't. I know that we're in the thousands though, like somewhere around 7,000 with both of them together.
Oh, I think way more than that. No,
way more than that. I mean, yeah, I could be wrong. I thought the unique holders for Mutants was like 5,000.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think there's more than 5,000 just that hold apes. If you look at, the Mutants alone, there's 12,000 unique holders. So 12,148.
I meant 17,000. My bad. I said 7. I think together is 17,000.
Yeah, 5,600. So yeah, it's almost 18,000 unique holders. So out of 18,000 holders, a community of 18,000, I'm near certain they sell 100 of these skulls, and you're supporting another club member. It's inspiring. It's aspirational for other club members to. And I know it's challenging. I'm trying to put myself in their shoes as well. I'm empathetic to the fact that they can't do that for all 18,000 members. If every 18,000, because as soon as they support Avi, then you're going to have someone else who's doing 3D printing. It's like, why didn't you buy my 3D printed collectibles? I get it. I don't envy the position they're in, but I also know that Avi's an OG. He's been around since day one, and not saying they should only support OGs, but it's like, hey, he did a test run. He proved himself. He proved there's a market fit. He's working on something he's excited about. Others are excited about. I think this is an and how they can do their drops is keep doing the collaborations with the established artists, the King Saladins of the world, and work with members of the club. And they've done this at Ape Fest in the past, right? It's mostly been on the
Ape Whale did a dope a collaboration with them with a shirt. Gucci did one too with the Murtis mutant. Also the ring with Mike. They were all official products. They came paired with Aloe. All of that stuff just recently happened this last Ape Fest.
That's awesome. Okay, I was thinking in my head, I was thinking like Board Brewing, like Peter, and I was thinking more like refreshments and drinks. But you're right. They have done this. So I'm not being critical. I'm more so I like Avi and I think he's great. He's an OG and he's passionate about the street.
Biggie said something Sunday that like stood out to me. And it's like, what is this going to be about? Like, what are you doing? He's like, we're doing what we we're trying to bring back that excitement, giving people something to talk about. But he said, look what the message says. That's going to be our focus.
I love it.
I'm like, who's still here? You know what I mean? And like, I don't know, like, I think this is going to be pretty special. But like, I love that focus too on the way that they're like handling these drops and stuff like that, because it's focused on who's still here. And like, you're right, there is 18,000 holders. It's easy to get a product launched and off the ground if you have something that's worth it too.
Dort, great point. It's not 18,000 because there is some overlap. It's 12,163 mutant holders, 5,622 Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. Now, granted, some of those may have multi-wallets, like have their assets split, like I do. I've got they're separate wallets. But there's also some overlap, right? So I'm counting this at least twice because I would be in both of those counts, but I'm only one person. So let's just say, okay, it's probably at least 12,000 and I think it's likely more than that, but I think it's safe to say it's at least 12,000. If every mutant holder also holds an ape, you're still over 12,000. So point stands, I think they could easily sell 100 skulls. And I know the limited runs alienate some people as well, piss some people off. Gives me an opportunity to flex my rare $500 hat that I was lucky to get. I kid. It's a joke. Please don't fight over hats. If you really want it that bad, I will. I'll sell it to you for like $3.99. Actually, I won't, but someone will. I understand limited runs aren't for everyone. Some people want every holder should be able to buy everything they want in the club. I get it. I understand that thesis, and you can some things, but I think we're in the collectible space. Collectibles should be limited. Not everything. Have your t-shirt, your hats that they're always on, which exists on the Board Ape Yacht Club today. There's a member exclusive zip up hoodie that it does go out of stock, but they're going to keep making it. You can get one. You need to buy it secondary if you're impatient, or you can wait till it's available again on the Board Ape Yacht Club merch site. You can go buy it. I think they're nailing it right now. In my opinion, they're nailing how they're doing merch drops, apparel drops, stuff like soccer balls. Like, I want one of these soccer balls. I'll buy one for $250. If it was unlimited, I have no interest because it's not a collectible. Then, if anyone can go buy it, it's not a collectible. I don't want to buy a $250 soccer ball just because I don't like it that much. It's cool, but I want it because it's a limited run collectible. Specifically, that's why I want the thing. Whereas if they made 12,000 of them, I'm not buying one. And I think there's a lot, maybe not everyone, but I think there's a lot of others that think similarly. When we started with a limited collection, there was only 10,000 apes. That was part of the magic. If you could still mint an ape today for $200, guess what? The floor never goes above $200. It's like, again, I'm not trying to get in a heated debate over limited runs versus unlimited runs, but dude, yes, print 10 of those skulls, buy 100 of those skulls, get them signed by people, and give away 10 of them at Ape Fest. That's the kind of stuff I'd love to see. He did ask if are these soccer balls signed or numbered or anything. I don't know. I take them for their word that there is limited to 100. It'd be really cool if they put some tech in there, not the VAR tech that can't determine that ball hits a camera wire, but just some tech that authenticates it and shows that it is a 1 out of 100. I see we have a friend in the audience that leads me to go check to see if the announcement is official yet. Also, before I do that, thanks, Tyler. Tyler doesn't even know this, but he is co-producing the show today with our chat, or threaded chat. He shared Joseph Lubin, one of the co-founders of ETH, also I think CEO of Consensus. In his opinion, Joseph Lubin, I'm quoting now, Ethereum L1 revenue fees should stay low to foster growth. Tens of thousands of companies will set up shop over the next 2 to 3 years. Some mix of ETH L1, L2s, and private permissioned EVMs like Bisu chain, which is fully interoperable with L2s and L1s. Monetary premium will grow very large. Fee revenue to L1 from so much activity will grow significantly. Staking and other unlocking away of ETH will reduce supply, and net burning of ETH under ultrasound conditions will further grow the value of ETH. I'm sold. I'm convinced. Thanks for sharing, Tyler, because I was not getting it. I now do, and I'm just impatient. Like I not only bought into, I was a perpetrator of ETH to 10K meme. I think it can happen. It's just this thesis. It really does take time to scale. I mean, it really is a volume game, and what they're effectively doing is like, this is their moat. Like they've got to a point right now, they've got the years of always on. They have the security. They have could others build a competing chain today? They could, but they're never going to make any money if they give it away, the L2 stack, for as free as ETH is. Like they've got a point where they don't need the L2 fees to continue to operate as a chain. We all might like more fees to Dort. That is the news. Dort just shared the news, so I see it is official now. Cap, if you want to jump up on stage, you're more than welcome. No obligations, but I am pumped. This is what I was alluding to earlier. Just at the timeline, I will share, and freaking exciting. Let me do it. Do we have a drum roll here? I think I do. Was that rim shot? No. I'm making y'all wait while I look for a drum roll. I don't see it. I thought I had a drum roll in here. We need to get one. So never mind. Here's the big news for the day that I'm pretty pumped about. Diego, if you're still out there, I think you're going to be pretty excited. Our friends over at Claynosaurz, they're like, what about distribution? Where, who's going to go to YouTube to view your stuff? It's so competitive. Well, how about Amazon Prime? I don't know. That's pretty exciting. Look, when I
that's a big. Are you kidding me?
look at
Amazon Prime distribution.
look at the so here's the announcement. I'll pin it up top. Claynosaurz now streaming on Amazon Prime Video. My Amazon Prime right now, top result. New series here. New series called Claynosaurz. Cute little dino. I mean, I know I'm biased. Look at these other dinosaur cartoons, these other dinosaur animations. Which one looks the best? Serious question. And convince me it's not the Claynosaurz. I don't think I could be convinced. Like, it is the best animated dinosaur series. Now, granted, it's a new series. Granted, it's 3 micro episodes right now. But it's just a start. And to get here, to get the Prime distribution, the Prime endorsement, like, I'm not knocking Pink Frog dinosaur songs, but come on. That looks like something I could create on Claude. It's just not great. It's not. And they've got 2 seasons. Dinosaurs Kids First TV. Again, what is this? It's like color by numbers. Porororo, Dinosaur Island. Pink Frog, Dinosaur Musical Stories. You can't tell me any of those are better than Claynosaurz. And so not only do they have the distribution, when they're stacked side by side with the other dinosaur animated series, they win. And then when you watch the micro episodes, like, wow, this actually is pretty good. This stuff slaps. Go give them a rating and review. I gotta watch it first. I promise I'll watch it later. You know what? I'll play one right now so I can leave the rating and review. 2 minutes. I'm gonna play the episode and then we'll be right back.
Wait, you killed me?
No, Tyson killed you.
You lose. But I want to play the game.
Then you need to treat every choice like a life or death decision.
Well, can I come back as a ghost?
Or a zombie.
Oh, zombie ghost!
Okay, fine. Go for it.
Get lucky.
Oh, come on. Unbelievable.
Pretty awesome.
Starting a new business? Get the backing you need.
Also, what do I need to do to go ad free? I have Prime. Why am I not ad free on stuff like this? Can anyone explain that to me? Is it? I guess it's probably another level of Prime I got to upgrade to.
I don't find the Claynosaurz on my Prime right here yet.
You on a VPN?
Oh, I need a VPN?
No, you don't. I just didn't know. Maybe you're in some foreign country that they're not there yet.
No.
Are you spelling Claynosaurz right? You spell it with the C?
Yeah, I checked every single which way. I'm about to go check on the TV. I was checking on the app, my Prime, Amazon Prime on my app that I watched.
Yeah, I mean, pop right up for me. But big win for the Claynosaurz team. The other thing about this team, man, the cadence how they're rolling stuff out, not to be cheesy, but it's giving me early Bored Ape Yacht Club vibes. Like it's one thing after the other. And we had the team on last week. I'll see if I can go grab that interview real quick. I'll put it up top if you missed it. It was a great chat with the team. It's very much with intent. It's not happenstance. Like, I don't know. They probably could have launched their pack ripping experience 2 years ago. It wasn't ready. I mean, even at the pack ripping experience, the tech might have been ready. It didn't make sense for them to launch that product. Whereas now they have their micro shorts, they have their animated series. Not only do they have it, it's on Amazon Prime. Now someone watches that video, their kids like it. The trailer at the ending there, the credits says maybe Macaulay Europe's not seen it. Maybe it's only in the US right now. I don't know, but yeah, I searched Claynosaurz and it was the first thing that came up. They, at the end of that trailer or the end of the micro short, hey, help us support bringing this series to life. Click, here's our socials. You go to the socials, you see, oh, what are these packs? What is this watch and collect? And like, where I continue to give them flowers is they're moving as good as anyone in the space when it comes to not only expanding into a non-crypto native audience, but having a connection point, a tie back to crypto, a tie back to on-chain. Someone watches this, they fall in love with the animated series. Now they can go collect the cards. They can go rip those packs on Solana. Well done. Like this is, I'm not saying every team needs to go launch an animated short or needs to do a pack ripping experience, but this is how you do crypto, in my opinion. This is how you build.
This is what innovation looks like, Cap.
Yeah, and tying it together, like going to the masses without forgetting your existing holder base, giving them some, whether it's you can get 1 of 5 King Saladin soccer balls because you're a member, or you get early access to these packs, or you get, we were talking to Zuki yesterday on their TCG and their alpha packs. Like it may seem like little things today, but it's if you have the expectation you're going to get a 5-6 figure airdrop because you hold an NFT in 2026, I've got something to sell you. It's just not, it's not realistic. It's not going to happen. Very rarely. Might one of them nail a token drop? Possibly. But I don't think you should be buying any NFTs with the expectations of 5 or 6 figure airdrop. But what you I think could expect and should expect, where I'm going to put my investment dollars in, and what I'm going to collect is ones that are showing alignment, ones that are driving value back to their holders, back to their supporters, back to their brand ambassadors. And for me, I really don't even care what it is. To me, the intent and the effort, the alignment, that matters more than the dollar amount. Because most of the stuff I get, I'm not selling. I go win the raffle for a King Saladin soccer ball. I'm not selling it. It's gone on my shelf. Do I need to buy a $250 soccer ball to put on my shelf? No. But it's collectible. It's a limited run. And because I'm a holder, I get a perk, I get a benefit. There's real utility in holding that asset. Just really, really well done. Congratulations, Cab and team. Pumped, super stoked for y'all. And I'm gonna see if I can leave a review now that I watched the first video. So I can watch the video, leave a review, help support them, help support the builders, help them do more stuff for us by doing more stuff for them. You know what? Liked this so much. It's making me think about having more kids. You don't have to leave quite a candid review as I did, but at least you leave me a rating review. congratulations. Really well done. Love to see it. And yeah, keep doing it. Keep doing the thing. Making us all proud. Mayhem's already sharing. Watched it out on Prime Video. The link is also in the chat. If you can't find it. Oh, you do have to type in the full name. So you can't type Claynosaurz. You got to type Claynosaurz Machiavelli. Maybe that was it.
That's what I did type. Is I typed in Claynosaurz.
Luna says the ad break was wild. What was the ad break? I didn't even watch it. Was it? I thought it was American Express. No. Yeah, I do need a silent keyboard. I'm sorry. I do attempt to throttle down the mic. I attempt to run the slider down. I just forget about it. You'll notice ice is a pet peeve of mine when I'm listening to a podcast, so I do my best to throttle that sound down when I'm taking a drink. But I'll get better. Sometimes I type while I'm talking, and that's hard. But there's definitely times it slips, and I absolutely could be. You heard it here first. Claynos are solving the global birth crisis, solving the global population crisis. It's such a good animated series that I'm not the only one that's thinking about having more kids just so they have a cool series to watch. Yeah, go leave don't leave the exact same review. It's a joke. But in all seriousness, pumped, proud of the Claynosaurz team. Love to see it, and more of this, more of introducing our world that so many of us here love and are passionate about to those that aren't here, and while not forgetting about those of us that are here and have been supporting and been brand ambassadors from the jump. It's this is how we build, and I am pretty stoked for them. And again, this is not a bag bias. I need a Clayno. I need an OG Clayno. I need more Popkins for that matter too. The Popkins are cute. I wonder when we start seeing Popkins featured in the animated series. But yeah, Popkins are very cute, and I need more of them. I need an OG Clayno, but I don't hold one today. It's not a bag bias. I just truly am impressed with how the team is moving, how they continue to move, how they're driving alignment, they're rewarding their supporters and their ambassadors, and yeah, Dwayne, congratulations. BT Dwayne front ran it. Love to see it. Dwayne, a longtime friend of the show, out there about every morning. Says, whoa, didn't expect this when I grabbed my Clayno this morning. Congrats to the team and all the holders. This is what most have expected since 2021. Now the Claynos are delivering. Yep. Love to see it. Congrats, Dwayne. It's a fire Clayno as well. I don't know, man. Pretty exciting time to be here. I do think the tech is incredible. How fast we can build new stuff. Non-technical people can build. The blockchain experience is light years ahead of where it was 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I think only going to keep getting better. And we're now seeing some of these brands that have grown up, they've matured. Not that they were doing things wrong before, it just takes time. It takes time to build anything worthwhile or meaningful. And you now do the thing. Do like the stuff that many of us had aspirational ideas or, oh, that's a pipe dream that'll never happen. Now some of the stuff's happening. You got Clayno series on Amazon Prime. This morning before the show, I went and made 4 purchases and claimed 4 free items in other side without interacting with the wallet. I literally held a button. Hold button to buy. I went around an open world. I went to a jersey shop. I interacted with the jersey shop. I saw an inventory of items. I clicked the kits I wanted. I didn't even have to sign a transaction. I literally just, there's a button that says buy, and it says hold to buy, and you hold it for, I don't know, 3 seconds, and the bar goes up, and then boom, it's in your wallet. You can wear the kit, the wearable, you can use it on chain, in the metaverse. Other side, I don't know if we should saw the metaverse or not. It was funny. I was listening to a podcast this morning, an interview with the CEO of 11 Labs, who's like the leading AI voice, like to clone your voice or a voice of famous people. And they were talking about how they got an early start in 2021 before like AI was what it is today. Like they were early to AI voice. And like, yeah, in 2021, everyone was focused on crypto and the metaverse. That's me. I missed that one. I was early to NFTs, which was good. Early to the metaverse, not so great from an investable standpoint. Imagine if I sold all my other side bags post mint and just swept a bunch of not even Nvidia, but like AI picks and shovels. May not be on the show today, so everything happens for a reason. I kid, I'd still be here. Yeah, go watch the Claynosaurz shorts on Amazon. Leave them a 5-star rating and give them a review. You pick your own review. Don't choose mine. Go hit the reminder for tomorrow's show. We got a special guest join us tomorrow. We're going to continue our Builders Domain series. Ooh, speaking of Builders Domain, got to pay the bills. Got to pay the bills real quick. Almost forgot. 2 minutes to spare. Caught myself. It's time to keep it real. We've been keeping it real all morning. We're going to keep keeping it real. This keeping it real, if you're not familiar, is powered by Doma. Doma is tokenizing the internet's $360 billion domain market that you can trade, fractionalize, and earn on names that used to just sit there. Parking is old. Now tokenization is the new. If you're into domains, if you have any domains and if you don't have them tokenized, you're missing out. DomainFi is live now at doma.xyz. This is Keeping It Real, brought to you by Doma.
Buying domains was slow, Doma changing the game. One bridge, one standard, now the systems move the same. Registrar, stay central, keep the trust and control. DNS and compliance, still they play the key role. Traded on chain, let new markets arise. Domain value unlocked. Welcome to DomainFi.
The single biggest real world asset story right now isn't a crypto native project. It's the DTCC, the plumbing behind the U.S. security settlement, running live production trades on tokenized securities this July. Pilots bringing the Russell 1000 equities, major ETFs, and U.S. treasuries on blockchain rails for the first time, backed by 50 firms, including BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Circle, Ondo Finance, and Ripple. Full service launch is slated for October. It's built on the DTC's Cross Composer X platform, and crucially tests tokenization at its deepest, most traded instruments out there, not in a toy sandbox. The backdrop is the RWA market ballooned to roughly 31 billion on chain, and tokenized stocks jumped 50% in just the last 30 days. It's crazy. As capital rotates out of tokenized treasuries into equities, this is the boring institutional layer. It's the exact thesis that Doma runs on domains, putting real assets on chain so they can move 24/7. And I think this keeps getting bigger and bigger. It just keeps booming. When you think about Robinhood, and part of the Robinhood thesis is RWAs on chain. Like it's not memes, it's RWAs. Memes are getting the headlines today. It's pretty normal, I guess. But this is like on my true homework today, as long as I don't forget about it. Like I said, I was going to long lighter yesterday. But I've got an open tab here to deep dive into the index, the index FI. It's stock dividend protocol for Robinhood L2's tokenized stocks. I'm not going to read the whole thing for you. I'll pin it up top though, for those that want to do further reading. But the tokenization of real world assets is no longer a thesis waiting for a home. It has one. If you're building in this space, you should be building here. Robinhood did not build a general purpose chain and hope RWAs would find it. They built a chain for RWAs, and everything else is secondary. Vlad, the CEO, calls the tokenization of real-world assets an unstoppable freight train coming to markets. It's worth noticing that he did not just describe the train, but now with Robinhood, he laid the track. For years, RWAs was the most credentialed narrative in crypto with the weakest execution. Everyone argued that stocks, bonds, commodities, and private assets would eventually move on chain. BlackRock said it. Citigroup projected the market at 5.5 trillion. Analysts repeated it on every panel. Yet the products that were shipped were thin, liquidity was idle, and users never showed up because the users were never there to begin with. The chains were built for crypto natives, and the RWA was a foreign language spoken to an audience that wanted DeFi, yield, and payment rail or meme coins. Robinhood Chain is a correction to that mistake. It's the first layer 2 designed from the ground up for tokenized real-world assets. The first one that arrived with its audience already attached. Despite being a simple thesis, this deserves unpacking because implications for builders are enormous. This index FI, the TLDR here is your, and again, I'm going to do some more research today. I'll talk a little about it tomorrow. If anyone knows anyone at the index FI team, let me know. I'd love to have them on. But it is it's a token native to Robinhood Chain where it is simple aligned mechanic. A tax on every trade is used to buy tokenized stocks on chain and distribute them to holders' wallets automatically on a continuous cadence. It is, in a very literal sense, a product that only makes sense because Robinhood Chain exists. The index is a bet that the best way to hold exposure to the RWA future is to build a product that mechanically accumulates real-world assets on a chain purpose-built for them. So again, this just came across my radar this morning. Thank you, new algorithm. And they got major launch partners, but it's basically this token. It allow you're basically there. I don't know if they use the word dividends, but you're basically getting dividends of like blue chip stocks like Nvidia and fill in the blank. I don't want to name names. I'm not sure what all are included, but just hit my radar this morning. It's very much ties into the RWA thesis. And while everyone's talking about the memes on Robinhood right now, I think this is where it goes. I think memes are just the short term. Maybe they continue to do well, maybe not. Meme trading doesn't get me excited about a new chain. This sort of stuff does. And I think not only does it get me excited about a new chain, it gives the existing millions of Robinhood users another reason to go on chain beyond just 24/7 trading. Yes, they're going to tokenize stocks. Yes, they're going to tokenize these equities. But this is I pinned this up top too if anyone wants to. It's just the index FI is the X handle, but that's pinned up top if anyone wants to double tap, do a deep dive. I am going to go further into it. We'll talk more about it tomorrow, but gets me really excited about Robinhood Chain, about RWAs, and that is. Let me do my better job here. That is not the builder's domain. We're going to do the builder's domain tomorrow. But that is Keeping It Real. Payne, remind me we should create a Keeping It Real banner. But that's Keeping It Real, brought to you by Doma. Doma.xyz, or directly there to the app. Go to app.doma.xyz. Get your domains tokenized. Just participate in this RWA game. It's not going anywhere. And just as I couldn't share the Clayno news before it went live, thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it, so I didn't miss it. There is some other exciting stuff coming in the world of domains. I'm just going to leave it at that for now. But tune in tomorrow for the Builder's Domain. We got a special guest going to be joining us. I need to confirm to make sure they are tomorrow is good. I'm pretty sure we left it at I think it's tomorrow, but I just needed to confirm. And just as we had an awesome interview with the Clayno team, and the week before with Spencer from Vibes and Moonbirds, I think tomorrow is going to be exciting, especially if any of you are enjoying the World Cup even a fraction as much as I am. I think you might enjoy tomorrow's show. So with that, as I play you out of here, remember to go to Amazon Prime Video, search for Claynosaurz, type the whole name out, go watch those 3 micro shorts, go give them some love with the likes, the 5-star rating and reviews, and go hit those reminders for tomorrow's show. And we'll be back tomorrow with the Builder's Domain and a special guest joining us around the 9 o'clock hour. We get started every week. If you're new here, if you just found us, we go live every weekday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time on X Audio, X Video, Abstract, and YouTube. And then often we get a special guest to join us at the 9 o'clock hour. Thank you so much for being here today. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everyone.